I never expected that my peaceful lake house, my refuge from the world, would become the target of someone's greed. But that's exactly what happened when Karen, the overbearing HOA president, decided to rent it out without my permission. It all started innocently enough. I had rented the place out a few times over the years, but only to people I trusted. However, Karen had different plans. She saw the property's potential for profit and figured she could make some quick cash. One weekend, I happened to be in town and decided to stop by the lake house, expecting some peace and quiet. But as I pulled into the driveway, I froze. There, parked in front of my house, were several cars I didn't recognize. I saw the last one drive off as I stepped out of my car, and through the windows, I could see the house filled with guests. That's when I realized what was happening. Karen, without consulting me or even asking for permission, had been renting out my lake house for $550 a night. I was furious, but I knew I had to confront her directly. I marched up to the door, knocking loud enough for the guests inside to hear. To my surprise, Karen answered, flashing a grin that made my blood boil. She wasn't even the slightest bit apologetic. "Oh, you're here," she said, almost cheerfully. "I've been renting this out for a while now. Just thought it was a good way to make some extra cash for the community." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. She hadn't just overstepped her boundaries, she had completely disregarded my rights as the owner. And to make matters worse, she had rented it out for more than I ever did, without consulting me and without any of the profit going to me. I took a deep breath, my anger rising. "Karen," I said, my voice steady, "you don't get to make decisions about my property without my approval. You've been renting it out for $550 a night, and I didn't see a single cent of that." Her smile faltered, but she tried to play it off. "Well, I was trying to help. This place wasn't getting used much, and it's just sitting here." I interrupted her. "No, Karen. You don't get to make money off my property without my permission. Not now, not ever." The guests inside started to hear the tension in our voices, and one by one, they began leaving. I watched as Karen's face turned from smug to flustered, realizing that her little scheme had just unraveled. I called the authorities to report the unauthorized rentals, and soon enough, the situation escalated. Karen never expected me to show up, and she certainly didn't expect to lose control over the very property she thought she could exploit. By the end of the day, my lake house was back under my control, and Karen's plan was over. It felt good to finally take charge of what was mine.